you won't be on it.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the inward quests.
Specifically in propositional language, telling us
The
certain facts about
the
reality.
journey that's the most valuable that anybody could take in their whole life.
Yeah.
Nature.
It's
But you can't
the one thing that I find to be
plan
the
salvation
most important
only
journey
from special.
that anybody could take.
We're going to be saved.
You
That's
know,
why we need the scriptures.
it's kind of like this, but it's the last one more like. It was the last one more so than this one. Let me see.
Can I use the restroom?
Yeah, it's out there.
Okay.
First door on the left right there.
So when I turn it this way,
No, you go up through it. It's right there.
oh, so it's literally right.
Yeah, literally
Do you
right.
mind if I go over?
I don't care. Take that TP with you
Oh, okay.
and bring it back with you too.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Thanks.
You're
Because
welcome.
you're gonna go to start.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then it's on in here because
Huh?
your channel is on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch.
Okay.
Yep. Right. All right, everybody. We are going to start this. It's a little late, but we got to keep on moving. It's okay. Now, people want to keep calling me crazy. Well, that may be true, but it's a good crazy. Now, there's only a few things that I find important in life, and one of them is my soul. All right. My soul, my heart, my mind, my spirit. And then, I try to be presentable enough. First time I've had a long time to myself, and I've been sitting here, just sitting, and I was like, I don't have any time for myself. I am stretching myself so thin that now that I do have, I've been here about 6 hours by myself now so far today, a little longer. I've just been laying here in silence, enjoying the peace and quiet. And I went inside myself, and I was, just sitting there, feeling myself, like, myself, like my body, just feeling my presence of being here. And I found something that I had dropped a long time ago. And, it baffled me. It's like, I can't believe I forgot how to speak in that way. And, there's only a few people left with this knowledge. And I know they're out there. And I'm not going to give up. This information is the most powerful, unstoppable energy. Like, this cannot be even touched. This is something people cannot ever take away from you, no matter how hard they try. But we have to remember, it's not every day that this happens. So, and I was sitting here, I was just laying in my bed, on my bed, listening to some, well, I'm trying to find it right now, actually. Trying to look up in my history. There we go. Lost teachings on consciousness.
In today's video,
Okay.
I'll show you something.
We're going to listen to this for a little bit.
Now, after diving deep into the words of manifestation, law of attraction, and reality creation, one man keeps standing out in particular, and his name is Jesus Christ. Now, it's not what Jesus said in the Bible that stood out to me in particular. Rather, it was actually left out from the Bible.
This is the stuff I've been talking about for years.
You know,
Right.
this hidden knowledge that Christ entrusted with only
The
one.
hidden stuff, the deeper meaning of the Gospels of Christ.
It's debated that this Gospel of Thomas was written as early as 100 AD, yet it was only recently discovered 1800 years later in 1945, hidden in a clay jar in
Now,
Al-Hammadi.
you have to use discernment in all these new findings that they make.
It's very
you know,
preserved from destruction by religious authorities. It got me thinking, why on earth would anyone want to destroy such sacred work? I want you to take a moment to really think about this. If I wanted to hide or destroy something, especially someone's teaching, it must be because this knowledge may empower someone to gain their freedom. And
yes,
I have an ulterior motive.
I am here to break you out of bondage and a lot of hate that I have seen,
You know, I want to
and it's not right. My videos have been leading me to this truth every single day. Every single video is showing us all the proof, the hatred, the anger, the opposition, the slander, the deprivations, the manipulation that all of us experience. And this is the stuff I've been talking about for the better part of a decade. And I am baffled that not very many of us are walking life.
Now's the time.
You've heard of the walking dead in the Bible. Well, that is people who have killed off their soul and their spiritual prowess, their spiritual energy, their whole, the most powerful ability in the world known to existence is what we are about to learn right now. And this is all my teachings that I've been given to everybody. Yes, I get angry. Wouldn't you? You would get angry too. Once you understand what I am trying to tell you.
About this Gospel of Thomas is how much it contradicts traditional teachings in the Bible. Where traditional teachings in the Bible tell you,
what I'm trying to say is, like, nobody
look outside,
looks between the lines anymore.
God in the sky. The Lost Gospel of Thomas actually tells you to turn within.
Yes.
It literally shows us a completely different side to Jesus Christ. And if you read some of
the Essene teachings of peace of Jesus Christ,
misogynistic, it's like he's being very dark and he's talking about death a lot. So it sounds like he's going completely against it. So a lot of this can be misinterpreted. Maybe that's the reason why they decided to leave it out, because to the common man it could be quite confusing. But I believe there was a deeper reason why Christ framed all of these teachings this way.
It's kind of funny how naturally I picked this up within myself. I felt what it was saying.
Christ is watching a Greg Braden video. So Greg Braden did this video where he was doing a seminar, I believe it was in Italy, on the divine matrix. And there was this 4-hour-long talk. And he was basically discussing how we have all the tools that we need to communicate with this matrix and shape our realities the way that we want to shape it. And every single ancient culture has been propounding this one core thing, one main principle, but we just have not been able to understand it. And to make his point clearer, he's using this Lost Gospel of Thomas in combination with some of the stuff that's been taken out directly from the Bible that was found in the scrolls of the Nag Hammadi, Egypt, clay jar, all the other scrolls they found along with it. So what Braden was saying was, in the year 325 AD, the Emperor Constantine was faced with some important decisions, and he had to basically take out a lot of that stuff from the religious teachings back then. I'm not 100% sure why, and it might be because he had some ulterior motive. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was just all too confusing. Maybe they wanted to have some form of control. The fact of the matter still remains that a lot of these texts were edited and someone really wanted to be biased with the information that was out there. So through centuries, we've only received a certain bias of information. And it's funny to see that all of these interpretations are Jesus saying something, but that's been interpreted by a disciple. And maybe that's why Jesus had 12 disciples instead of one, because one person can be biased, but 12 people can be...
and one thing I'm not is biased. I'm not biased at all.
Really talking about,
I don't want to do anything bad to nobody.
So after studying this Gospel of Thomas, it was quite enlightening to me, because this is something I've been studying for over 8 years. And what I've realized is, again, these common themes that pop up in every single culture, even from cultures 5,000 years ago, like ancient Hermetic teachings, there was a few key elements to reality creation that really pop up. So what I'm going to do throughout this video is acknowledge the main quotes, the main sayings in the Gospel of Thomas, and try my best to interpret them and show you why, what it basically means, and how you can begin to use it right now in your life. So there's basically three categories, three main themes to reality creation in this lost gospel of Thomas. And what's interesting to see is Jesus Christ, he begins with clarity and the power and the importance of clarity. If you look at saying number 2, if you have the lost gospel of Thomas, you can search it up. Jesus said, recognize what is in your sight, and that which is hidden from you will become plain to you.
Yes.
There is nothing hidden which will not become manifest. Take a moment to reflect on this saying. He's basically saying that instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you do have. Instead of focusing on what you don't know, focus on what you do know.
Yes.
Have you ever heard the saying that human beings are afraid of the unknown? Well, that's exactly what Christ is saying here, right? Human beings are afraid of the unknown. So instead of focusing on the unknown and focusing on your fear,
I'm intrigued by the unknown.
Instead of doing that, learn to focus on what you do know now. And as you move
It's
forward
not
to
rocket
do that,
science.
the unknown will become visible to you. Throughout my whole life, I've seen this to be true. It's very, very easy for us to, get pulled by what we don't know, what's not clear to us in our worldview right now. Let's say you want to start up a business, right? And you're thinking about the million different things you don't know, as opposed to the one thing you do know. And you just start up with the one thing you do know and you learn along the way. Well, that's exactly how every single business owner started, right? You have some idea, you have some hunch, something comes up to you and you just act on it. And as you act on it, the unknown starts to become clearer and clearer as well. Have you ever had that happen to you? Whereas if you focus on the unknown, you just become paralyzed. This is the power of clarity. So our whole lives, what we do is we focus on what we're afraid of, avoiding all the problems. We focus on what we don't want to happen. We
And
focus
that's
on what
in
we
turn
don't
making
know.
things
And we
happen.
think that if we keep focusing on all of those things, our problems will get solved.
No, they won't.
But that is quite the contrary. It's when we focus on what we do know and we act on what is available to us that we actually begin to see things unfold for us, that things actually start to work out for us. To give you another great example of this, when I got started off,
It's like, okay, when we were sitting here and we were just bored, what's the first thing that we start doing? We start thinking about all the things that are stressing us out and all that stuff that doesn't matter. All right. We have to learn to let go of the lower vibrations and start resonating in the higher frequencies, from the I want to say from the sacral or from the abdomen up. We have to stay out of the lower 3, basically. So there's you can come in. We don't want you can come in. I was just
Wait.
Huh?
Just give me a little bit.
oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I was thinking
I would
calling you
make
the
money.
restroom.
And I
No, that's cool.
dream of financial freedom, moving away from my career and doing something that I enjoyed every single day, something that gives me time freedom as well. And I didn't know how to monetize any but then one day I had the idea of starting up a YouTube channel, and I just acted on what I knew at the time. And the more I went all in on YouTube, the more I grew.
Airborne, waterborne pathogens or something?
Yeah, so what they do is then they're
I would like to
using
pay you for coaching. And I didn't even know that was a thing. Do people pay
the
for
filtering
coaching?
spirits that around you or that were given or that they have
because
Yeah.
I focused
through
on what I did
cameras.
Right.
instead of what I did. So if you feel unclear,
Also, a lot of it
step
is
to creating what you want is focusing on
like I need to get to that up here fast. Like I think that
and just let go.
I think I would be worse than what if I took an AI class or non-AI class. What is it?
Okay, so that's really
Computer information
in
system.
this lost gospel of Thomas saying.
Computer programming or something?
Yeah, because if I can make my own shit,
Very
then
well follows along.
that would
But this
actually
is
then it would
the power
become
of gratitude.
some sort of
And
battle.
saying number
I mean,
14,
otherwise,
Jesus
it's
said,
being used against
whoever
me.
has something
So
in his hand will receive more, and whoever has
I mean, she comes
will be deprived
from the sky and lands like on my finger and it's burning me is sick.
The more we
For me to
are
walk
grateful
by on a sidewalk and see
and
a
we
link
focus on
and
those
feel
things
the
we have, we get more things
feel the
that we
molecules.
Yeah.
The more we focus on the
You know,
glass half
that
empty,
you-
the more we see
more people can
evidence and proof, and reality starts to reflect to us that indeed
It's
the
something
glass
else.
is
Right.
half empty. The more we lose things, the more problems come up. This is a very, very deep principle of reality.
It's a remote view, like
Mirror
you're saying.
principle. Reality
Remote
is like
viewing?
a
Yeah.
mirror
Right.
that
So then
reflects your relationship to it.
Bioweapon is like a check. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. That's using the human body as a weapon, and they're integrating certain
they tear it down
add-ons.
and then they want to build it back up.
Yeah.
But really,
More fortunate
they don't. They just
good things happening. That's why optimists get
you have to heal.
Yeah.
But if they keep fucking you,
Have you seen this?
then the mind has a lot to do with
You
it.
know how healing
Always
works?
have things work
With your
out.
mind, right?
You know, they
Well, your heart and your mind have to be in the same place.
Good things just happen to them. Why?
Right.
It's because of their attitude and their reflection, their
Yeah.
relationship that they have with their reality.
What your heart feels, your mind's gonna follow.
Well, I always said when the mind goes, the man will follow.
You get
Right.
more of what you
So
have. When you
if
focus
you're
on
off
what
of
you
them,
do
you're not
not
knowing
have,
it because you're messing
you
around.
do
And that's another thing, because then you're
So
gonna come back.
in my
You
life,
know,
I
and you're
always
gonna
become
really
very,
Mhm.
very aware of when I'm complaining. What'll happen is,
unless
as
it's
you
some other
start to
things
get
to leave,
stuff,
but
you become attached
Mhm.
to stuff.
Oh, you're not talking about like
When
me
you
I'm
become
talking about like
attached
in general.
to
like
things in your life, you
I always
become dependent on it.
I
You
always
start to build
leave.
dependent relationships on it.
I'm an
And when
old
things
I'm an
don't
old
go
soul. Like
Yeah.
I would always
then
leave,
you become ungrateful.
meaning I know I'm here in the present,
So,
but I'm
life
somewhere
will try
like
to
dealing with
humble
something
every
else.
single
Exactly.
thing to
And then-
Something in the unseen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like when I wake up to think, hey, what the fuck? It's not what are you doing or whatever. Usually that
Where are you going?
usually it's something like that to awaken you to where like, oh, she fell asleep somewhere, but she's back. Because you know what I mean, fucked up to have done, especially if you were really dealing with something right here first anyway. You know?
Yeah.
Something.
A lot of it does have to be with
And
the
then,
part
when I've gotten to
just
the level where I'm
the word
and I don't
healthy
take anything for granted, all of a sudden
is
things
very
fix themselves.
amusing, especially if
I
you're
have
in
no idea.
healthcare
But this
or
is how
Half-life?
no, what do you mean? Oh, okay, so you're breaking down, you're breaking terminology and words.
Yeah.
Then
Divine Matrix
then-
as well.
there,
I was reading it
I'm
last
on
night,
time for sure. Like, see, I said divided.
He said,
Mhm.
how
Okay, so
as human
that's what
beings, when
I
our
do.
thoughts and our feelings,
So,
we create
with that being said, is that
we're
I'm
creating
I'm
an in-harmony.
always late somewhere here in this flesh, but I'm always gonna still be
If
coming to
you look
where
at how
Amy's
gravity
late. Don't worry,
works,
she's gonna be here no matter what she says. She's gonna be here. She's gonna be here.
that exists
But
in
when it
space,
comes to what
it
is being
creates
talked to
an
and what is
imbalance
real,
in the gravitational field
I'll
of
say,
nature.
and when
Just
I'm
like that,
explaining
we
it,
have thoughts and
the
feelings
next
that are
word that
too
comes
intense.
on, and
We
it
create
has to
a
be
disturbance.
something with electronic
Unfortunately, right now for
Mhm.
mankind, the disturbance
or
that we're
produced.
I can't answer this because
creating and fear. That's why
I'm on a stream right now. I can't end my stream to answer the phone.
Oh, we're talking live?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm streaming this show right here, and I'm talking about the information about consciousness that Jesus was teaching. It's I want to call him Yeshua though. It's not Jesus. You know,
See,
understand that the
crazy.
ego is wrong.
Christ Jesus.
That right there has always happened for me, and it has to happen for others. Because if
ego is so bad for you, it's not.
if somebody is talking to you all day, now they can do this with just a camera.
Yeah.
And that's because I had this gift, and now the government is exploiting it.
I have to end.
Okay.
I have to pause this, and I have to correct this guy. Yes, the ego is important, but he's saying it's what you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
ego is your identity. It's like it's who you truly are. But we're not supposed to embrace it and become the ego. We're supposed to appreciate it because it helps us in situations where we need to be
Well,
defending ourselves.
everybody is walking around thinking that they know who they are. When you're an adolescent, you seem very confused because
Mhm.
you're in a stage of ages that are I mean, you're bridging from, childhood, what you've known and how you
Mhm.
were to learn how to treat people, how,
Yeah.
where your ethics are, your morality.
Yes.
You have to accept it either way. Now, at this point in being an adolescent, it can change. You can say, I'm tired of who I used to be, that's not me. But how could you say that? Because you're just bridging over to another stage of life. That's why
Yeah.
a lot of teenagers are confused of who they are. And then when we get older, we still are having different problems. We have the same because of this. We are all still lost because we don't really know who we are until you know who your identity through your higher being is.
Yes.
Once you know that person, if that person is so great, if at whatever stakes at large, wherever you're at in life, if you let that person go for whatever the things of the world or whatnot, then you become another person. You're still lost. Once you know who your identity is to your higher being, then you truly know who you are.
Yeah. You see all
Other,
this stuff right here?
yes.
That's all my belongings,
Okay.
including this TV. That's not very much. And that one's all food. That one's mostly books. That one down there is security cameras and other stuff that I've picked up along the way. That's all clothes in that whole stack in the middle, and then the far one is just hang up nice dress shirts. Here,
Oh.
people. I'll show you what this is real quick.
Oh, well, that's my stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna showing them. I'm gonna showing them.
I don't want to be on camera.
You're not on camera.
Yes, because
That's all my belongings right there. It's so
I
that
actually want to this gas more. And what I'm saying by this is I want to actually create a channel on my own. The thing is, I'd rather just come over here and do it with you whenever
Yeah.
you can. I don't know really what the topic was. I just came in the room, but
if you look right here,
okay. So what
it's a B, a caution sign, the word in, a tent, an eyeball, and a nose, and it says, "Beware, intent. I smell."
Okay.
You know what intentions are.
I know what malicious intent is.
Sorry,
because
Fatal Farm.
everybody's lost, right? So that's what you're gonna experience.
What?
Because people are people.
Mhm.
I mean, the way that I see it is everybody just needs to treat others how they want to be treated, regardless of your position, how much money you have, thinking of whatever authority you think you reign around here in this country.
Right. Well, that's classism.
Exactly. Well, it's always going to be that because we were taught that with colors and bridging and the color wheel. You know what I mean?
But the
Warms and colds.
classes of levels of where we're standing in financial situations, like I'm a lower class.
There's money out there. There's a way to make money. The reason why we cannot do it so easily is because of a couple of simple things, I think. First of all, it's like what you got going. If you're married, that's it. That people say it's not really the end of life. It's just you have to do life with this person for a long time. You know what I mean? You have
the rest of your life.
Yes. Yeah. There's no letting go of that person because then other things happen. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. The way I see it is what I'm getting it as there is classifications. We are going to be labeled something. When it comes to some other kind of thing that is reigning within people's money, we're talking the entertainment world and the industry world.
Right.
They look at things differently because they feel basically they're some sort of icon to this country and most of them to the world. Okay. One thing to be, you know what I'm saying, to this country, but an icon to the entire world. Okay. So words are powerful.
Yes.
Okay.
Words are magic.
Words are very powerful. So then you have music and you have film industry. Now, people of these kinds, I believe they're, you know what I mean, they have life. A lot of them really didn't experience the family thing because they weren't allowed at a certain era. Like you can't gain weight, you can't have children, you can't do anything because look at they're giving a speech or they were told by something or something else, or even their own intervene of I cannot settle for a failure and I have to keep working. I have to keep this image up. I have to keep, you know what I'm saying? And then you have you know what I'm saying? If you think about one actor, I mean, and how many movies that they made, they really made more than what's out there.
Yeah.
Another thing is that when it comes to a certain thing with classification with them, then it becomes some other kind of thing that's around them or they know about that is true and real.
Mhm.
They're building that up now, but a lot of it is just it's a bunch of bullcrap that's being like presented. We're talking
Yeah.
about the Illuminati.
What do you think?
Okay, now we're talking about what
The Illuminati, yeah.
Okay, so right now, everything that's being presented on TV about that is just a bunch of bullshit. They're putting it out there, and they're taking certain parts and facts of what they know to be, and they're putting it, in between to see because of the TVs are very important.
Yeah.
Now, this is another thing. If they give out phones for the government, you know what I'm saying? If they start giving TVs out, can you imagine? They should have did that first.
Yeah.
They should have gave out TVs first and then the phones. The reason being with this is because it's like everybody needs a TV, right? Because they need to know what's going on.
Right.
Well, not necessarily.
Right.
I mean, if you just have a TV and you have a collection of DVDs or movies and you just pop those in and watch it. Now, if you were to do that versus somebody that has all kinds of reach to a bunch of different things on yeah, then you would think that's different. What I'm getting at is, okay, let me put it like this. These people with classifications, Illuminati and all this, they feel like they have some sort of other thing that is
Entitlement.
powerful. No, only a couple people understand what it really is. And those are, people that like either they're a musician, but they did nothing with their gift, yet they have a bunch of
Blessed.
or
Yeah.
music.
They're naturally
Right.
natural born leader type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Film industry. I don't know anybody I don't even know if is there anywhere you can go to school to be an actor anymore? Or was it ever real?
Yeah, it's a.
I mean, really, because it's just, I don't know how that really works. You know what I'm saying?
It's called advanced.
There's no new,
advanced drama.
there's nobody new though in the film industry. Everybody's being recycled.
Right.
For a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, if you think about it that way.
Mhm.
So now what I just did.
Walt Disney's already gone.
What
They've
do you
already put him back in cryogenic sleep.
Walt Disney? Walt Disney's powerful for lots of.
He's been around forever, dude.
I know.
He's from like the 1700s, and they put him in deep sleep to preserve him so he could come back and live 20 more years and see what the world's like. What?
Really?
Yeah.
You're talking about mummifying now. Okay?
Not mummifying.
I'm just kidding.
Cryogenic sleep.
Okay.
Like.
Okay, so is there an institute or facility for that? Can you imagine if this shit was
I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm sure there is.
Really?
Anything they show us in the movies is already being done. And we're like 10 years, 20 years behind the what they're showing us. Like 5G, they already have 12.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, there is somebody that has a car that nobody else has.
Yeah.
Of course, because there's money and there's other things involved. Like,
Yeah.
like a person.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what I was getting at earlier, what just happened, if you were to just go back into those that are listening, or even we can a little later to when I came in the room and I was talking, and then it was about diversion. The subject is about dividing. I was vibing, or I was vibing with you on that, talking about it, and then this gentleman, this stream has been playing.
Divide, yeah.
Yeah, for so long, and then
1355.
he says the word
Divide, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like okay, so that's to me like in a matter of
We're in
seconds.
synchronicity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That I don't know exactly what the terminology proper word to say would that be, but that happens to me.
A coinkydink.
No, that happens to me all of the
Me
time.
too.
Okay, all of the time. So, you ever listen to a song and then it just like happens to be true? Like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You pick a song you love, and then like you'll say maybe a year or two later, it's like, oh my gosh, this really is my jam. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because everything becomes true in it.
Yeah.
That's because you have the spiritual world and the spiritual realm. And what the ancient of the world does is that they're here. They've been here. They're roaming around. People think that, oh, this person's possessed or she's evil. No, it's not the person. It's what you have in your DVD collection. It's what you have in your music collection.
Yep.
It's what you are reading, and it's what any antiques. So
what's your
that's where they live and they hide.
It's the
You know what I'm saying?
agreements we're making with what's going on. Like what we're presented, what we decide is true is what we start being like.
Well, this is just really powerful. Like if this was my grandmother's, let's say it was this pocket watch or whatever, I don't know why I would give it to you, but wouldn't it be strange if you were like a man of clocks? You know what I'm saying? And you just like the piece. Now, if you were to accept it, it's like some people are not really. Would you be skeptical about like taking it if you know you wanted it? Huh? Yeah. So,
I would.
well, there's something powerful behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing about it is the spiritual. That's where they live. They live in objects, not really in people. They just suggest things to people, and it's
Yeah.
just you know.
Those are there. There are people that have attachments on them though.
But now we have the government, and then we have the side governments.
Mhm.
Okay, the side governments is just two people from the FDA, one person from maybe CIA. Well, we have to have more of them.
Yeah.
What other? And then so the Food Administration. Well, I'm just saying, like, just this isn't probably real, but it could be true. And then they form their own club or their own government. Okay,
Right.
so these people already have, access to whatever.
Yeah.
And if they don't, they'll find a way. Okay. They need another person. So what these people do is they form some kind of team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's pick a person because what the government does is all the presidents, they always do it just for fun. They pick a person, either it's their name, whatever they want, and they follow these people all throughout their freaking life.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
This is very true. Now you're not going to see anything abnormal about it because you're not knowing that you're being watched. The only way that you know that you're being watched is if something happens, like a job you should have got, you went to school for it, you paid money, and you just can't get it.
Right.
You're being sabotaged. Okay.
Yep.
So
Story of my life.
those kind of things is what these people do. Now there's cameras and there's a form and a way that I was always watching why I was a part of a pick a person. You know what I'm saying? From the National Congress. Okay, my thing is that I have a gift of some sort of auxiliary place where certain people could hear. My voice could be heard in NASA, I was told. I don't know why somebody remembered me and came back because some important person in Congress calls them in and says, "Look at this," because this is all about a dang camera lens. Okay, a recording is something very special.
Right.
This is why Disney is very important. Okay, because I mean, he brought to life something that was wow.
Right, but
Because you
now
look
they're
at it
going
now, and you're like,
corrupt.
a lot of people be off on the year that it was created because there's
Right.
no way, really, because you would think that would have been later. Okay, so with that, all that being said, I know I'm just bridging off to different kinds of conversation here. But what I'm trying to say is this is what's going on with pickup pros. There's so many cameras right now in Yuma. If you go outside, this is so ridiculous. You look at the cables in the front and the cables in the back. All of them have a camera to them. There's so many cameras. This whole city is rigged. There's over 2,000 of them.
We're one of the.
You know why?
One of the world's largest watched
No.
countries.
No, well, no, not only we. You know why? Most of it in this town is because of me. They made me. Well, I'm a game piece in a way. Everybody is because that's what you say. Well, America really doesn't care because quote we're just a number, anyways, right?
No.
Well, I don't know. But I can't help to think that I don't know what my social security number is ridiculous. It's too easy. I could say it once, everybody knows it. It's like you can take whatever credit, but I have 2 profiles online right now. 2 profiles. There's 2 people with my name, and the one that's my age, I'm related to some other family right now. I know people are probably thinking, "Bitch, what are you doing? You do anything about it?" I can't because the police and everybody are involved. I lived in government housing. A lot of applicants are in trouble. A lot of people on housing are in trouble right now because this is all about population control. If you think about it, how to make America better again. Okay, so we got to take these percentiles of this group of people. How do you swipe them out? This is
I
like
have intel on that too.
I mean,
what
this is
areas are being targeted for how many people? So
well, COVID's man-made. Okay, COVID's a man-made disease. So is HIV. So is I don't know what.
Careful on those.
Well, I worked in the medical field. The only thing about this is it's like okay. See, when COVID came out, this is how stupid. This is where I think they messed up because even a blind man, you know what I'm saying, watching.
Yeah, listening.
Well, because they took out all the elderly. The first encounter.
Totally, it did.
And then they come back and do this shit. Now this group of people's in trouble. Like, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like, I thought COVID was just for older people. No, they're taking out all the elderlies because they don't know what to do with them anymore. They're tired of paying their insurance or all their medical shit, the supplies, everything.
And they know stuff.
Okay, well, no, they're old already. We're thinking like this. If this is how these people think,
Yeah.
I'm fucking have money, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
I don't want these people here anymore.
But if
I don't
you
give a
look
fuck.
at it on
I've seen no, really, because they don't really care. They want to swipe these
Right.
people. Yeah, I mean, just recycle the wheelchairs,
but
get them. I
they
mean,
also
for
know
some
stuff
other.
for the younger generation.
No, they wiped out the whole elderly, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, across the globe, all elderlies went. They're gone. Bye.
They're trying to eliminate knowledge too.
Okay, so right away, COVID, took away, and then they came back with a second kind of because they're
A variant called Omicron.
Oh, okay. I think I heard of some Omicron.
Omicron variant, yes.
Okay, I was thinking something else.
They're targeting bloodlines.
Oh no. Oh, well, you know what? This is so stupid because I already knew what was going on in a sense, but the thing about it is I was being watched for a different reason. I was being watched because I was handling something that was demonic and something else that was, a different kind of world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, Christianity people that see me and or know my story, they're gonna say it's the same spirit that is around her, or wherever that you're seeing in the air near her. They're gonna say that it's a demon or a fallen angel that transforms into an extraterrestrial being, or blah 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 blah. I happen to think differently. I grew up knowing. I was told that there's no aliens, there was no dinosaurs. This shit, it's all like no. Okay, I grew up in
Yes,
and like no, like that's what I was taught,
Yeah.
and I wasn't even allowed to celebrate Halloween when I was little, because I grew up,
Same.
in a Pentecostal church,
Yeah.
things like that. Because this is not what it's about, people. It's about what is your religion.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Where's your faith?
Yeah,
Mine's here with the
it's safe to say right now, just say Catholic if you have to say. I'm serious. The reason being is because.
Roman Catholic.
And then it's like, why should I have to put my religion out there, or why should I hide it, right? Because it's like that's the truth for you. Because this is what it comes down to. Because it's it's always this way. It's like, what do you put your faith in, or all you believe in?
Yes.
To know it.
Yes.
Okay, so the president wants that. Think about that. You need people. Think about that. You need people, and you need people to believe in you, and
Yes.
you need to be able to know that you know that citizen, puts they're all in me. And then it's a paycheck comes. You know what I'm saying? But when that sort of thing happens, then they have some sort of thing on the shoulder.
Did you know
You know what I'm
that the
saying?
more people that believe in you give you power too?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So, this is where it's at. This is what they want to know. They don't care about anything. They want to know what your religion is.
Yeah.
That's their main question. My main question asks people what your favorite animal is, and now everybody that's listening probably knows who I am, because that's what I do. I do. If I don't know you, I want to know your favorite animal. It's like, what is your favorite animal?
I don't have them. I love
You
them.
can't say
I
that.
love them all.
There's no wrong answer. It's like the first thing that comes on top of your head. It could be a freaking some sort of what is the gentleman told me last time? What's that lizard that's black with pink?
Mono dragon, a Gila monster.
No, something that he told me that, and wow, that's because it's true. He really does that. Like, there's no wrong answer, because I mean, animals are.
I can't have a favorite because I love them all.
Well, then, okay.
All creation.
Well, say you had a limited. Just give me something that you've owned, because I don't know.
Let's see. I'm.
You're gonna say dog. No.
I like a blowfish.
You like blowfish?
I like blowfish. I like beta fish.
Why?
I like koi's. Just because they have abilities that, like, the beta will fight another male. You'll see them fight.
Oh, really?
A blowfish actually blows up and has spines on it that stick you.
I know.
Octopus spits out.
Okay, so you like aquatic
Anything,
creatures.
not just all aquatic. Those are my aquatic favorites.
Okay.
But then my
See, there we
my
go.
dry land favorites is
Okay.
probably horses.
Can't tell me there's none in your
Horses for one.
Okay, you like, yeah. Okay.
Unicorns, well, Pegasus and unicorn, but
Unicorn, that's an animal.
yeah, Scotland's flag is a unicorn.
Really?
Yes.
Did not know this.
I'm a heritage Scottish stone.
Oh, okay. Anglo-Saxon, you would fall under instead of Caucasian, right? Then for race, right?
No, I'm a Heinz 50. I'm a Heinz 57. I'm even.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying,
I'm just saying. So see, with me, I would ask that because to
you
me,
look Native American to me.
a lot of people say that. The truth about it is, I am Indian. I'm the only one out of all the
Indian Native American.
No, no, all of they like to
Like-
be
Hindu
they
Indian?
like to be presented as native.
Native, yes.
The Yaqui tribe is the only tribe that's, I think, well, no, there's a couple more, I believe, that state that they're Indian. The only reason why is that is because there's so many scattered everywhere. They're still trying to find their people.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not registered, but I should be. The thing about it is, my grandmother's sister is
you
buried.
Hopi?
She's buried on the reservation.
Yeah.
My grandmother didn't get registered for whatever reason. I wish she did because
No.
why?
The image, the name, and the mark.
What do you mean? I'm
They've got most of us trapped with a birth certificate and a social security number. That's the
like
number.
it's pick a person and it's like follow this person and now it's because whatever they want or is attractive to the government for whatever game they want to play.
Right. Yep.
Then it relies on DNA. Now
That's why
after
they
that,
take the blood when we're babies.
yeah, well, of course, because they need your specimen to do other things. Now, I was given a micropath diagnosis in 2015. Okay, I didn't know
What's
about this is where it's interesting. I was giving a micropath diagnosis. I was supposed to go to an in and out procedure, a LEAP procedure, because they found some sort of what is it, malignant tissue in my cervix.
Malignant tissue.
Yes, thank you for correcting me.
Yes.
Because of HPV.
Oh, hemophilia
That's
virus.
another man-made disease.
Yes.
Okay, I was told by my gynecologist that 90% of people in Yuma have that anyway.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's just it's as simple as um you're sensitive like a woman is with clothing. Like yeast infections, people are gonna be like, no, but it could be very mild and you won't even know.
Right.
It's from whatever's in the air to whatever we're putting around that part. And then depends really on you guys. You guys are the ones really that make women, you know what I'm saying, have certain issues because we're internal. You guys are external.
Yeah.
So it's easy just to say, the wind or sea breeze could come in. No. You need to be cleaning
I
yourselves.
learned
Okay?
something very
Because-
valuable the other day about
Serious,
toilet paper.
I mean, because the minors things, and to us, because I mean, we're so sensitive. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's funny how like we could take so much, you know? And then that's
Let's
funny
keep
for whatever you're
eating,
thinking
keep
right now.
on.
But I'm serious. I mean, we give birth. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
They called it labor. You know what I'm
Labor,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Birthing, yeah.
So we're special. You need us, okay?
Yeah, of course.
And a lot of the time,
Organic portal.
men, especially in Congress, they hate women.
Yes.
Okay, let's keep that in mind, folks. Okay, they hate women. Why do you think Hillary backed down? Hillary was so no, she had to for some reason. Okay,
Because she
Hillary's
flipped out after
no.
brain matter.
She was all for women empowerment,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm not even in politics. I just would see a magazine. You could just see her up there with a microphone. You already know those were all her pictures, mainly
Yeah.
besides on a podium. Okay,
Yeah.
somewhere. She's not in the scene that much anymore. Is
No.
she? Harris
That-
doesn't do much, does she?
That's because
Does Harris do anything really? Have you seen her come out and talk? I mean,
Who's Harris?
the vice president.
Oh, yeah.
of the United States.
Kamala
There we go.
Harris.
Okay,
Not
why are
Kamala
these
Harris, I
women
think
are hiding
Kamala
behind for
Harris.
certain reasons? You know why? Because pick a person is probably more than likely a woman.
Pick a puppet.
No, well, they want to fuck with. Excuse my language. I mean, the government. So they're gonna take. The reproductive health is so important for women. I want to just share this because
It
of
is
my
for men,
story.
too.
Okay, so they gave me a micropath diagnosis. I was supposed to go in for a LEAP procedure. They were just supposed to take because they said that they needed they didn't get enough specimen in my pap smear. Okay, which is a bunch of bull crap.
Right.
Because they took out a gram of my cervix instead of just a little piece like it said. You know what I'm saying? They gave me the general instructions for my operation. You know what I'm saying? It's different from when I pick up my records because I didn't see this micropath diagnosis paperwork they should have given me.
Right.
No, it was in my records. So every woman that is listening, especially if you're in the Yuma area, you need to go pick up your house records from women's health specialists for whoever your gynecologist is, because this is what it is, people. Okay. So this is about birthing people, right?
Yeah.
So if the government is tired of all these people, think about it, people. Okay, population control's a bug, all right? It doesn't mean the people are still here. No. They're gonna limit them from coming in and over. Okay.
Right.
So they're
Wrong
gonna
chat. Wrong chat, buddy.
sorry.
Josh, you're in the wrong chat, dude.
Yeah.
Go to
Damn.
go to post comment, not private chat. Sorry. Go ahead. Drake does doodles. Thank you for letting me know. So go ahead, Amy. Sorry.
Okay. So I picked up my records last year, and I ran into this paper, a micropath diagnosis. Now I remember the procedures in and out. They took me under. They said it went fine. But later on, years to come, while picking up all my records, I realized this is what they really did instead of what they told me they were going to do.
Yeah.
So what a micropath is just an incision that they made in my cervix. They put there, ready to man make a new STD. So in other words, they took a chance on me, but they already knew what kind of person I was. So it was for some other thing later. If I was a floozy, okay, this is where the women need to like they need to really, really pay attention. All right. If you're, I mean, they want whores, blah, blah, entertainment, sex sells. I know I'm getting a little bit off here, but not really because it's like when you're born, it says sex. You come in with sex and then you have a box to check next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So sex is sex. Okay.
Yeah.
Sex is stuff. So it spreads that way. Okay. So if you're walking around and you think that you're sitting on gold, which we are women, you know what I'm saying? Depending on your morality. If you're
Well,
just
yeah.
gonna give the man whatever because this is it, excuse my name, power of the pussy, it is very well,
Exactly.
it's out there, okay?
I've used
It's
the
from
term.
the still
I've used
time.
the term being a dick is what you got a golden
I
pussy.
mean, yeah. Well,
Yeah, motherfucker, I do.
Well,
Yeah.
we all do. But see, this is the thing. It's like what the way you were brought up and the way you think about things. Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you have that special father, and then you know the special. I mean, women, and then first of all, ladies, it's so uncomfortable the first time, anyways, for all of us.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how old you are. It's like what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay for you guys. I don't know because I'm not a man, but it's like I think you guys just need to find a hole somewhere and put it right. I don't know.
No,
I'm
the
not
thing
trying
is,
to be funny.
I crave a connection.
I'm just saying it's so sacred for a woman. It doesn't.
It's sacred for me too.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, to make a long story short, some person, some people, some women have been abused. You know what I mean? Their entire life, whether it's by their some friend of the family, whoever, anybody. Okay.
Can I
I
capitalize
explained
on that?
well, because then people can get this kind of dominion.
A lot of women I've
No.
dated have been molested.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
a lot of them.
Okay.
Like 95% of them.
All right. So this is crazy because the air is tearing up in here. You always have to.
Do I need to light the sage?
No, you can't. Just you know what I mean. When people start to raise their voice, it's because they really need to be heard. It's not just to do it. I
Yeah.
always know that.
Oh, you mean out there?
Well, no, somebody's. I don't want to be rude. Maybe I'm talking over a little bit too loud. I just raised
You are talking loud. But that's fine. That's fine.
Anyways,
no objection.
going back to the micropath. Okay,
Yeah.
so then I'm giving.
You said it's a selective thing with women. It's a sacred thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That's
it
where
is.
you were.
Okay. So now this is where we're at. So then if the government took a chance on me, they already knew what kind of woman I was. They already knew I wasn't gonna be sleeping around. Okay. I know for a fact I feel this. Okay. They did it anyway for this purpose. Okay. Later on. If we're not gonna get her this way, I mean just to say, I mean, I'm saying her as in general, I'm not pertaining to me, okay?
Right.
Her is every woman. If we can't get her this way, like sending her someone into her life, and then what I mean by that is so many things. The government can do that all the time.
Yeah.
But the spiritual realm does that right away. That's their main job is to send a person, another person in their life.
Right.
A person's going to show up in your life. That person is there for one or two reasons. Is there to help you or to make your life a living hell.
Right.
Okay.
Karmic or soul.
Okay. So that job's already taken. The government don't need to fulfill it. I'm talking about the other government. I'm talking about flesh people in Congress or whatever it is.
Right.
Okay? They don't need help in that situation because that's already a role that's already been taken because that's somebody else's job. But then they team up with the government teams up with the spiritual government, and then it becomes some other kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really like have to give it that much power because the first, you give power. Once you give away your cool to anything or anybody, I mean, then it just compels you. It overwhelms you. You get overthrown. You don't know who you are. Okay.
Yes, I know that one.
So, in other
I've
words,
been derailed twice.
I have a micropath on my cervix. So I got all my records, and then now I have a negative result fax over to the CDC. Why are you faxing over my negative pap smear results to the CDC, people?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have that in my records. Okay, I went and got a second copy yet to go through to see if they placed it in there again.
Yeah.
So they're doing this. And this was in 2019. They gave me the micropath incision in 2015. So here I am in 2019 getting my regular pap smear. So my results, because I'm some person to the government, pick a person they follow all their life. This is fun time for them. Okay,
Yeah.
so really, because now where I'm at in life, because they took away everything from me. Okay, and I'm gonna get to this just for a moment. They put me in last place for a reason. Now I'm gonna tell you my background. My commission is done, but I'm a notary public for the state of Arizona. I worked a government GS4 job at 20 years old, being a postal operations clerk for 510th Battalion, 2nd Platoon in Mannheim, Germany at 20 years old. I worked in logistics for the UPS and sometimes for the hub. And then I went to school to be trained to be a pharmacy technician. I did get a certificate, but I worked in the retail setting.
Right.
I'm not a piece of shit citizen. Like, I have good jobs under my belt. I am successful. I want to still continue in education.
Me too.
But this is interesting. I'm having problems doing that now because of where I am in my life. Okay. So this is like, I want
human.
no. They're messing with my computer time.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you go to a PCP, if you still put in the information correctly and you're sent back to the page and something's wrong and you're putting this, they're fucking with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That happens to me all the time.
Okay. That right there alone is so much about infringement, folks. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, come on. You're why? There's a reason, okay? They don't want you for whatever reason to, because now they're in trouble. Okay. Well, anyway,
Don't tread on this channel. Don't tread on this channel. We're coming up to an hour, but that's cool. I have like 3, I think.
Oh, I'm gonna get to the point right here. Or micropath. I have the paperwork here with me. If you want to see it, I actually, if you want to pause it or whatever, because I had to get it.
I can't pause it live.
And then you could read what they were trying to do with what man-made STD.
Grab it out.
Okay.
While you're digging, I will talk about.
Yeah, because I can't really pronounce. They were trying to give me 3 different STDs. I don't know how they're going to do that because they have it like 7 person. But like I said, I'm not a floozy. 3 different STDs. I don't know. One's some sort of parasite. I don't know. Here, I'll
chicks and human.
No. See. No, come on.
I said most.
I mean,
A lot.
I mean, if you, I don't know, women, come on now. No. You guys, we're all queens, and you guys just need to accept that. Yes, we are.
Queens.
We are big, small, tiny. It doesn't matter. The one that's washed up is hurting. Okay, and it's like behind all that. You know what I mean? Really, but it's just it takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
Stress takes a toll on you. I'm really good with age, like my genes. My nana lived up to be some 89 years old. Let me get my paperwork up.
People live long too. 95, 96.
No. You guys, this year I got age. I still look okay, but I'm 41. I should have looked like I'm 23. Like that's really.
I'm 41.
Period. But I mean, and then it's like when you see me, like I hope to God that kind of days the next few days, because there are microscopics out there that can do kind of shit. I'm serious. I bet there are microscopics out there, people that can make your face change in a day. Like, yep. I mean, you don't even understand. Microscopics are real, and microscopics are kind of interesting because I mean, there has to be a playroom at the CDC, people. There always is. What the government is doing is biomonitoring me now, because of a micropath that I have. Now it's not for an STD because I do not have sex. But even then, it's like, if we're going to go through this, then like we need to be married because that's where my morality is at. But then again, it's like I've been tired of being this way for so long. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. Like I hate to say it, ladies, but it's like you know what I mean. Maybe I need to release some stress. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a little bit of an issue with I'm 41 and I never had an orgasm. So now I'm some other person to some other group. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's oh my God. I'm not trying to say this because for any other reason other than what it is, people, because I have been to this gentleman's. The last time I was here, Chris, if you recall, I was frantic. I came in a cab.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to go to the hospital.
Yes.
Yeah. And you were like, like very surprised. I paid the cab guy
I was just getting home from work.
$20 to stop at 3 people's houses at like 11 o'clock at night because I don't want to go to the hospital alone. You know why? Because they'll kill me in there. And a lot of people understand what that means. You don't have to know anything. You know what that means. That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't understand like why these people. To me, to be a doctor, it's a very rewarding job. It's like being a teacher.
Right.
I think they should pay the teachers the salary of a physician, and then the physician the salaries of a teacher. Because then it would be. I think that everything would be more than logical then.
What's a good title for this? So this is about like intention too, because it's negative intentions, bad intentions, what they're doing,
Yeah.
on a grand scale. Like you were saying, it doesn't matter like for all women. It's like, what can we get them to, what can we get them on this? And then it's like they get you on that, then they get you on the next one and the next one. Did you know that the fucking a lot of it might be from toilet paper? I just learned that there's a bunch of toxins in toilet paper.
Yeah, that's it. That's when he said that. That is true because that did happen to me. And then
That's why I said toilet paper
yeah,
way back when I did.
yeah. That's so funny that you said that because I was in jail and I already know that all this full shipment came in. And these are celebrities and people that have money, people that are just gaming on people just for whatever. Because you know what? They were messed with a lot by the government.
Mhm.
They were messed with a lot by the government. There's so many dirty secrets that only certain and then these rounds of people that know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we don't I can't call up, Donahue, these people can. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing this out of nowhere. Jenny Jones can call up Beyonce if she I don't know. Why I
Right.
said Beyonce. The reason why I'm thinking of Beyonce is because that woman is powerful.
Yeah, she's one of the. She's like the head of Young Money or some shit.
I'm sorry, no association. We'll
No.
just say this. I'm just saying these people, you know what I mean, the government messes with them like by far because you have to play this song, you have to do this because they're in a different world. See, they're like I'm telling you, these people are different in
Yes.
Congress because they have a chip on their shoulder.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because of who they think they are and then who they know they are or who they definitely know that they can be and they're not being seen that way, whatever it is. It's like they're gonna do. I mean, there's money out there, you know what I'm saying? Like too much. It's ridiculous.
It is.
I mean, okay, so here's one of them. I think.
So what I did is I turned
I
turned the camera off and
Uh,
it was on. So
sure.
what it is, it's a picture of me. And when we talk, there's a little pulse that goes around my picture. You see? So there's no camera being shown.
Oh, I'm actually starting. I have a new Facebook page that I just put up, but there's nothing there other than a picture of a commercial with him
Oh, yeah.
that I'm supposed to just do this producer. And then all these lawsuits that I have with the government because they did too much stupid shit to me. I mean, I'm battling time right now. The reason why they're fucking with me and trying to put me on the edge of the world and saying, but the thing is with Amy, it's like you can't let her die, and then she won't because I won't let it, and then I come back. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could take me to the ends of the earth, and that's real too because they have and they do. but you can't kill her. And I have all these, and this is another reason why they keep messing with me. Just me, they don't mess with nobody else. You know what I mean? Because it's too obvious. Here,
You know something else about the woman's body? Y'all hold the genetics of 3 generations
really?
in your yeah, because you carry babies, you part of your mother and part of your child, and then there's you in the middle,
Right.
mom.
And my daughter's pregnant right now with her, and I knew it was gonna be a girl,
Yeah.
and it is. It's crazy, huh? Okay.
So 3 generations of
Yes, I'm gonna be grabbing her. Don't
program.
kill her yet, okay?
Huh?
I'm just saying. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You said there's 3 generations.
Of programmable DNA.
Oh, really?
Well,
Where did you type that?
that's how we activate.
Okay, that's why the number 3. Hey, these are going on. They're sea salt.
Oh, those
Those are what? That's my chip.
This is seed.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's my.
This stuff is so good for you.
I know. Oh, you're sweet. This guy is really a sweetheart, and he knows a lot. I met him at my ex-boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, I'm getting this. But anyways,
Thank you for the compliment, by the way.
you're welcome.
So, like
You're
all my
welcome.
haters out there that want to talk shit.
Oh, they're going to Chris. Chris is the best, okay?
Yeah.
And then the reason why Chris is here the way he is because of who he is.
Yep.
No.
I got work here.
You got work to do.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, let's just do this for example. This is getting off of this is here. Okay, this right here, this paperwork, I don't know, you don't have to read it out loud, but this is from the police and from the crazy people's house. Cause see, their main goal for them is just do you see how there's no
Here's the paper I'm going to be reading off of. Okay.
well, I want you to look at
Here's the data points.
look, there's no court docket number for Arizona State on the left side. That's a paper you're after. And there's no court docket.
There's no docket number.
You say
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the paper I'm going to be reading off of.
it's one of them. Microscopics is real, okay?
Yep.
They could okay, this is another one here. This is the fax I was talking to you about.
Yeah.
That they sent to the CDC and it says negative, negative. You could clearly see right here.
Center for
Okay.
Disease
I mean, and they
Detection.
use my blood for some reason. I don't know how they got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's another
Well,
one.
when you go in and you take blood, they take blood when they give you, every time you go to the hospital, they're taking your blood.
Micropath diagnosis. That's the procedure they actually did, and it's telling you. And then how funny they made it the shape of a triangle on my cervix.
What?
Yeah, so there's that. This is the specimen that they wanted to throw in to see. I don't know how they're gonna do that, or that they were trying to come up with. Oh, this is what they were trying to detect in my pap smear because this is what they wanted me to have or get. These 3 right here, and then they faxed that over to the CDC. So I don't know if you can read that, but that I think it's
Candida species, Candida glabrata, trichomonas.
Yeah, negative, negative, negative. So they're sending these results to the CDC, basically telling them, okay, she's not there yet. So we need to come up with some other molecule to release because if it comes from underneath it, I'm sitting down into my cervix, and then it comes inside my body.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? I'm sitting here. It doesn't matter. I'm an internal. I'm a woman. I have this micropath, for microscopics. So then they follow me around camera in town. They have bunkers under there. And then they just fucking have a machine that fucking does this shit. You can't see it. The fucked up thing is that not only can I see it or feel it right away, but I know when it's around. This is the fucked up part about it. I already know before it's gonna come, and that's why they hate me. It's like because I have another gift. I'm clairvoyant. So I'm sitting here or whatever. It's usually right there. I got attacked right there on the 7th Avenue bunker. There's a bunker there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sitting on the couch and I could just see in front of me. So I'm like, oh, I have a micropath. It's going inside of me. The thing about it is 600 and something odd diseases they tried to give me. I have nothing. That's one of them. No, I'm not going to talk because I think this is just ridiculous. And then Biden does nothing because I have these letters. These are copies of what I sent to the White House. and I don't understand why hair is. Do you understand how the women are not doing anything?
If you want to flash that in front of the camera and show them the paper,
No, I'm not going to do anything but sit here and drink this beer.
all right.
Thank you.
So I'll turn the camera
There's
off.
another paper I will give you.
Thank
Thank you.
We're going to a quick interlude. Hey, I'll do this actually. Here, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna. Well, what the fuck? Here, let's see. Background. No, I just want to play something, so it's like kind of like a break, so people can grab like popcorn and stuff or whatever.
Can you guys what we're saying?
Huh?
Can you open this?
Yeah,
Oh, never.
yeah, I can open that up.
Thank you. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, are you, this is like right on the left. Did you want half of it? Probably. Okay.
Maybe if you don't feel like.
Okay.
When,
Again, the gentleman is external. He has to release something. Nothing matters right now. Okay. Very interesting, isn't it? Well, I have all this to prove, and I can't get a hold of a lawyer to defend me. You know why? Because I got kangaroo. It's another definition. Kangarooing the person or the middleman straight to the source, or straight to the source person, went to the next one and said, look, dring, dring, dring. This is the United States government, whatever, cabinet, blah, blah, blah. They say, all right, you. This person by the name of has a identification number. First of all, when I got my records, they said I was a GP10. I mean, talk slower, bitch. Meaning they want to AI me later, if anything.
Yeah. Yes. Welcome to Cognizant Safe and Innocent Show.
Okay.
We're talking about experiences and something that my guest here has went through, and
Bioweaponry.
we were going to read off the paperwork. I had to use the restroom. I'm back now. So
Before you read that, I had people come and see. People talk to me through cameras. I have this new gift. I don't need any other thing. I could be heard wherever I want. Tell my mind to project my voice to. If I tell my mind what to project my voice to, then those people in that facility with cameras can hear me. So before you go any further, the first thing that they wanted to do with me, besides with the micropath, is give me some sort of parasite. And then we all know that that's powerful here in the States or whatever. People die from that. So they gave me, the first group I started hearing by camera that came on, because like I said, Yuma's rig, they have over 200 cameras on the cable wires for a reason. It was because of me, to prove different other things. Now, this gets crazy because once they knew who I was again, because really quickly, Like I said, this is because of government housing. The city council here in Yuma, went to go live at a unit here by housing that this freaking apartment was lit up with cameras in between the wall that nobody would ever know but me because I have a gift with energy and cameras. The funny thing is, really quickly, and the sad part about it is I look horrible on camera. But yeah, I do because I get photo bombed by these things and creatures or whatever that's floating around. For some reason, they don't want anyone to really. They're protecting my image for that, but yeah, it's getting sabotaged here.
Yeah.
So this bunker that I used to live in, on Magnolia here in Yuma, it was an apartment, but the bunker was ran by city councils of Yuma, Horizon Wild Behavior, which is a crazy house, YPD, and some of the churches of Yuma.
Yeah.
Whoever lived there, they had a democracy of this person, whether they live or die. Okay.
I heard something about.
So this is what it is, people. I walk in there and everybody don't know what to do with me because I already have a gift and I already could see what was going on. People are being frozen like in time between different things. Like they're like, oh my God, I don't know what Horizon would do over there to make this person that's living upstairs crazy. Because either way, we're gonna see her, people. We're gonna either see this person in church, we're gonna see this person in the crazy house, we're gonna see this person in jail. And then the judges already know who you are. Okay, so that's the council of Yuma. Do you see how this operation works?
Yeah.
So it's a democracy of the resident living there on government housing. Now, I heard all these different people in judicial go then visit. Okay, because this is what they do. Instead of them doing anything, they had YPD go there and study me for a year. They study what I ate by this camera. They're so transparent in the wall that you can't even imagine. Okay, this is what because it's government housing. Look, people, this is real. They have them in the doors of the handles of the doors. There's a camera inside of there. There are, and then I gave them ideas of where to put cameras, and now the government builds them that way because it's fucking so savvy. Okay.
Really?
Yes. So one more thing. What they did with me with the first, before I can go in or do anything, is they gave me some sort of worm.
Some sort of worm?
Yes. They ran microscopics through there. I had one group when I first started hearing, like again, I could hear through just a camera without a microphone. I have this kid, okay, and not only certain people do. Okay, what you're hearing all the time is not your mind. This is where people are battling. It's really in an auxiliary place that's being filtered by the second heaven. Okay.
Yeah.
So, they didn't know what to do with me. Yuma Council calls over. I get a hold of State Bar. I type them up something, an email saying, "Look, this is what's going on with me." And then as you can see, this is one of the somebody's favorite picture. Shit. Okay. That right there is an assault that came straight from my wall and landed on my arm and on my hand, and that started to develop. This is government weaponry. Do you see that? That
You saw it land on you?
yeah, and it started doing this. It's a ringworm.
Oh shit.
It went straight from the wall to my arm. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is called bioweaponry. This is what they do.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's proof right there. This other picture here is, see, this is not a filtered picture. See my hand, how it's discolored? And I
Yeah.
still have it. That's because that's where the microscopics were in. Your feet and your hands are receptors to anything in the world. Do you see my hand all right there?
Why my feet break out all the time? Probably.
Probably. I mean, if you're standing at the sink washing your hands, there's already ports there that blow out poison to people on housing. They don't even know what's going on. Yeah. So this was probably for the water that they were giving me there. This is outside the apartment. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So do you see? This is not a filtered picture.
No.
Can you see where clearly this is
Yeah,
the
the
first
whole-
image?
The whole freaking
My hand.
curve of your pointer
Yeah.
finger to your thumb is all red.
Yeah, and so it's this
That's
finger,
sucks.
it's this finger here that starts to go numb, and it's a detector for them to let me know, oh, she's about to have a heart attack. So right now, I don't know if it's that because my heart feels fine, but it's starting to. This is this thumb. This is this hand.
Yeah, I know.
And then you could see clearly like where it's discolored. It's even like,
Should I show them on the?
oh, you can if you want to. Yeah, that's one thing. Okay. This
So y'all get to see what we're talking about here.
see her hand. Yeah.
See her hand, how it's really dark and like
Yeah.
looks like it's cooked a little bit.
That's for sitting in your home.
That is her left hand, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Sitting in your home.
backwards on here.
Government housing.
Yep.
Okay. And then there is. So what they were doing at first right there was giving me their goal was either to give me HIV or cancer. Now I would have been making money if I don't have sex with anyone and I am an HIV carrier. Isn't that interesting? That's what they were doing with me.
What the fuck?
They were releasing airborne HIV. You cannot release just to see if it will work. Okay? Because I have a micropad. Again, I'm sitting somewhere, on a couch. They see me with cameras. I mean, this is so stupid. Okay, it didn't work, by the way, unless they're lying in my records, but I'm totally happy. I mean, because they did that too. They did lie in some of my records.
Yes.
Yes, they did. Now, why haven't I took care of any of this? Because I'm on my way. I went to my FSFA went through. I'm trying to go back to school to learn masters of law. I want to become a lawyer. Now I'm having trouble doing that.
Study Black's Law.
This is why.
It's the original, it's the terminology they use.
Okay, so Amy is a genius. So then this is what they did next, folks. They were sending me through the portholes, whatever, microscopic worms. Okay. Now this is a ringworm, and if you put the product Roundup on it, this is a Roundup worm.
Yeah.
Okay. This study was true, and then if it's in your body, it's the most evilest way to die. They didn't want to do that to me. I experienced this. I inhaled microscopic Roundup worm. Next thing that they did was they fumigated my apartment. This is government housing with Roundup pesticides. Now, when Roundup worm and Roundup pesticides get together, literally this happens. I have a picture of it. This is a very, very important picture. Because I took picture. You could see the liquid on it. Once you put Roundup pesticides on a Roundup worm, it grows.
That's what I just said. And I didn't even,
there you go. That's it.
Seen the
there you go. There you go, people. That picture, that's real. That's exactly. I took a picture of it and just zoomed in. That's a Roundup worm, and then you could see the liquid on it. That's the pesticides that they threw afterwards, and that fucking worm grew. Now, if you had that inside your body and you were doing it like breathing in this shit, because they do that, that worm grows inside of your body. And I experienced this, okay? And it's gonna go through all your ligaments, all your veins, all your fucking, it's gonna grow until whatever. Now they couldn't do that to me because of who I am. I mean, autopsies are a mug, okay? Please go down to your local mortician and meet them personally because that's where I'm at.
So
Okay.
what we got here?
Oh
So,
my god.
look.
That was in 2000.
I'm going to flip the camera around.
Go ahead. Yeah.
And
That's
so
that's really a real thing.
I know.
Okay.
Let's see.
So then that's going to explain why this was written, what you're going to read next. And that's why I'm glad I found out for you there. Long time.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So this is the picture.
That's just basically a tile. So this is very, really small. This is a zoomed in picture. You can see, and then the liquids on that one, that thing grew. That's a Roundup worm, people in government housing, okay? Floating through, they just put them through ports of the wall there. I wasn't home. I came home. I had taken a video because I started going. This is what Amy did. Amy went to her local liquor store and I kept buying beer because I don't want to be here in this place, people. No one's gonna believe Amy. Amy has to be somewhere else. I didn't come back from the down store and getting me a 6-pack of beer, whatever I could get. That's all that day. I'm tired of sweeping my floor because every time I went in, it was something else. So when I would leave, they would throw something else out just to see what happened. That's another good T-shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
So right. So that is an actual when I came home, and then that you could see because I was gone for like maybe I stopped near somebody's house. I stopped there. I'm testing all this stuff out. So that was actually on my floor. I took a picture of it. I had footage of it, but then somebody got a
Have you ever seen that movie? Wish, the
This is what
Dreamcatcher.
I know. I don't.
There's
watch
this
movies.
there's this little worm that's on that movie that
This-
gets into the water system.
This is what they do. They come over here and they fuck with Amy, and then they fuck with the movie industry people. That's why I mean, and then there's movies, and then Amy never gets to see it. So whatever. I don't know.
It's a Stephen King movie.
Okay, yeah, I am familiar now because Steven, they said that. I mean, who am I referring to? They is a voice that I hear and everyone can hear. That's
Right.
the government. Okay?
Yeah,
They call those people the Legion. It's in the Bible.
The Legion, yeah, there's many.
Right. Because the government saw me through government housing, fight such a demonic force on my own, the Legion. I mean, they took whatever they saw, how I fought, whatever helped, whatever, all those things, and made it a game for some other group of persons and people. Okay. Now, this is where it's so stupid, people, because it's like, um, I don't know. I could now I'm hearing a different voice, and then it's because of a thought that fired out. Thoughts are important. They're no longer sacred to you, people. Okay, your thoughts are no longer
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're not.
They're not. Okay, and then now to be able to control what you're thinking, it's always been something of the past. But to actually join forces with the second heaven and be in the government, you know what I'm saying? We're talking Congress or whatever, and you just have cameras everywhere. It shit gets pretty interesting, okay? It gets really interesting that the games begin starts happening and all kinds of other dumb shit.
Yep.
But it's just the fact that I have to be a certain person. Sobriety is really important. Okay, we'll do that. Why did I have to go to jail for 4 months and you charged me with making a noise? That was my charge, which was a misconduct of a charge of the government to get me. Nobody goes to jail for making a noise. I'm making a noise right now. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing anything other than being followed by an unmarked car that I knew was linked to the police because the police already knew this was gonna happen. Yes, I'm this witty. Another group knows me as Nicodemus. Okay, they have Nicodemus. I've been known as the Earthworm, Nicodemus, the Revolutionary,
Revolutionary.
uh, entrepreneur, microscopics. It was supposed to be either Odessa or Tabitha, but now the last was left is if they just want to go ahead and hang me a certain way and call me Basil. Okay.
That's so Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with it.
Okay, so those are the names that I'm linked to with this sort of thing. Anyways, Biden told, after he's seen all this, you know what I'm saying, Yuma City Council, I wrote to the state bar. As soon as I wrote to the state bar, I was being harassed. Next day, there is a camouflage GI helicopter circling my apartment in circles. I'm just like not giving a fuck. Sorry. This shit is supposed to scare people, okay? I don't care because it's like, well,
We're not trying to spread fear.
well, cause see, that's exactly what they want. Because look at, I never really understood what it meant to fear God. It's like, why would I fear God? He's an all-loving Father,
Right.
right? But this is where the bottom of the turmoil lies of understanding is. If you put fear in people, then you can get anything, or and be anyone importance to them. If you think about it, because it always stated in the Bible, fear the Lord. Fear the Lord. Nobody and I really didn't understand that because it's like, why should I be scared of God? You know what I mean?
Right.
Why? God's not gonna do anything to me.
Nope.
And this is where it's crazy, people, because he, I believe, leaves this big gap. Because if you read in the Bible, it's like those people understood what it meant. You know what I mean? They understood exactly lightning falling, strike. You know what I mean? They understood all. But see, to me, the way I perceive it, God's leaving that alone because He's just watching.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And He's letting people do and be whoever. Now, if you're doing all kinds of crazy shit,
Don't let me forget that part because there's something important I have to say.
okay. I love you too.
You know what I say to people? I say to people, I allow people to take advantage.
Okay, see,
Like you said, John,
he's an
just sit
external
back and watch
person. Is he right? Is this where we think women? I don't know.
No.
Okay, what happened?
No, anybody. Man, woman, child, whatever. It don't matter.
See, because there it is too. I don't understand that. What is it?
They like to take advantage of Christopher.
Oh, for sure, because of what your name is. Look, because of who I am, every person that has a middle name Lynn, the Congress went after and they did something fucked up to them. Just because of me. I'm not blaming people. I met someone in jail. Her name was Connie Lynn, and her release date was my birthday.
Whoa.
That's how I knew.
Yeah. That's
And then you hear some laughter somewhere. I mean, the Congress is just being stupid. Okay, I'm not playing with you. Your middle name is Lynn. Please, if there's anything wrong going on in your life that's just weird, it's not my fault. This is what I did. I'm on Facebook. Okay, I have not yet put all my stuff on there. I created a new account. It's called Trachea Line Lynn Act. Okay, that's my name on there.
trachea what?
Trachea Line. Okay, because what the government's trying to do just to put fear in people is they did in the government housing a trachea enlargement, which is when you walk in an entrance anywhere, there's holes lined up to every part of human life. And if they have it low, that's just not right.
No.
That's a little baby walking through the door, okay? But they have holes. Yes, this is true. They have holes lined up in every entrance according to your height to get exactly monitored wherever your trachea is. Now, your trachea is the main organ that controls your vision, your hearing. I mean, it's linked to all kinds of organs.
And mostly your voice.
Yeah, that's why my voice is going up.
Yeah.
Okay. So what they do is you walk through, they see you through a camera. They're going to shoot this bioweaponry that pierces through human flesh and it's translucent, like you can't see it. You just translucent, yes. And it feels like hot iron and it goes in your throat, but you think nothing. You think nothing of it other than, oh my God, what was that? Mosquito. Okay. This is real, people. And this shit happened to me. Not only did they aim at me once, but they shot at me twice. And then they keep shooting me now. Okay. So what this does is it lingers and it's something that's inside of your trachea. You have a 3-year span to live. Okay. You walk around like a normal fucking person. The more that you scream, the more that you and fear. Because think about it. If this happens to some dumb person, that person's not gonna live that long. Okay. This is it. I'm never that person. When I tell you I'm not feeling well, something's wrong, it's serious. Those that really know me. But the fact that it is the people that really know me have been taken from me for some reason. They've been called in. They've been told to do this. They're paid money. Yes, this is true. To fucking not help me for a reason. Okay. And now I'm left with nobody but to meet people. Like I met this person and the other person. So they're automatically gonna say that I'm a crazy fucking bitch. I'm loony. I'm not.
I don't think so. People call me crazy.
I mean, if I come over here in a cab and I'm going like this, and I mean, there was a reason why, you know what I'm saying, and I understand that too, with this person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For some reason, couldn't go. But anyway, to get back to what the trachea announcement is yeah,
Why?
yes, you
said
know,
it could be-
because this gentleman right here, I'm not okay. This gentleman right here went to me in the hospital one time. Okay? I know he knows some shit, all right? I'm not stupid. I just think that it's so fucked up that I have to wait, you know what I'm saying, to get some other kind of truth that I already know. The thing about somebody saying, look, I'm sorry, you're right. It's a hard thing to come by when it comes to me.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because there's just it's not just people that are working in my life paying people off for giving them a position. Because it's like this, all right, look. Here's $1,000. What is your NPI number, person, which is your National Physicians Identification number? We're talking about.
Okay.
That's what people care.
Okay.
We're gonna pay you with that, and we're gonna pay you $1,000. Let take all the X-rays, whatever you need, but you're gonna tell her everything's fine. And then another cord missing from my neck.
Okay.
I go back and it's like everything's fine.
For the record,
And yeah, and
I haven't been paid to do shit.
okay, good.
All right.
So this gentleman went with me one of the times I needed to go to the hospital. Okay, because I don't have high blood pressure. I'm not a diabetic or anything. I'm 41. Now if I get on a machine and they tell me my blood pressure is high, it's like, what the fuck did you do to her?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Anyways, about the trachea. Oh, with this gentleman is that we left the hospital and then we crossed the street. He grabbed my hand. I have not felt any kind of love in so long because I have been attacked constantly by the government. Well, what I mean by that is by the Congress. Okay, that's a government. There's the side governments you're talking about people. So when you say the government, there's many. I never felt so touched like because I let go of his hand. He would have kept holding him.
Yeah, I was. It was just across the street from the
I don't
hospital.
know.
across the street.
I just thought that.
I
I mean, if he
respect
never
that.
talks to me again, then I would have not known what to think after that. But
I respect that.
I know. I mean, he's knowledgeable people about what he says. I mean, a lot of people, I think, bashed him. Earlier. I mean, it had to be some sort of woman. It always is. It's whatever makes you happy. I mean, and that's some other government's job. But the thing about it is, when they join forces, people. I mean, think about it. They can become crazy. I mean, it really can. And then there's some other person to the world.
Yep.
But to me, they're a different face. To me, Biden's somebody different than what he says he is, and
Yep.
everybody else. It's
Exactly.
I am not crazy. They cannot put me in an institution because my psychosis is unspecified because I'm the only one like this in America right now. So I am the doorway to all kinds of different things for people that they don't understand.
Some things for the government.
I mean, if you go to your physician, they already know what's going on. They're getting paid not to do anything, but to tell you you're crazy and it's your mind. And then some of them
Why do people?
are not
Sorry,
paid
apologies.
because the story is so bizarre and outrageous. It's like, bitch, you're high or you're not there. What's going on with you? What's your lifestyle like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those questions come into mind. It's like, that's why it's important when you go to the hospital to always have somebody with you because they'll kill you. They don't care. Especially if it's me, I think. Um, you see, because I'm right, how the atmosphere works. Now they know that they can't do anything to us because of who we are. So it bridges to the next person. Yeah, that person raised their voice.
Yeah.
Now you understand. Maybe you already know that.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. All right.
It's because we speak the truth, and the truth is too much for their spirits. They don't want to be near it.
And who are you referring they to?
They is the ones that go. Like,
Are you talking about spiritual realm?
no,
Oh, okay. What are you speaking of?
I'm speaking of like gang stalkers and shit. Like,
Are you talking about people that? Yeah. Okay. Gang stalkers. Yes. Yeah. This is
and half the time, those people don't even know they're doing it. They're not conscious of it. Story I
Yeah.
can tell you. I walked
This
into
can
the
go
bar on my
all kinds
birthday.
of different ways.
I walked into the bar on my birthday and got the big slam fucking chugger fucking picture.
When's your birthday?
January 5th. I just turned 41.
Oh my gosh, I have been such December. I suppose.
And I had $1 and change left, all quarters. And I walked by this group of dudes and they were sitting at the table and I was like, any of y'all want to play pool? Shook the fucking quarters in my hand. Yeah. And these two dudes stood up. Didn't know them from Adam. We didn't know that. We know that saying. Anyway, the shortest dude in the group gets right up in my face. I swear he was like a doppelganger or some shit. And he gets right in my face and goes, I'll play pool with you outside. I was like, well, how do you play pool outside? Oh, I'll show you. I'll teach you. I know you wanted to fight. Anybody that says I'll take you outside and play
Is
pool.
this that right here? Right here across on Fourth Avenue bar.
No, this was up in Chowila, Washington.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you mentioned you wanted to go there.
That's why I've been wanting to go back. But
Isn't it crazy? I was just gonna give a birthday gift.
what the fuck's going on?
Didn't I just tell you? See how this shit works? We have the other government here. Look at now. If that person had a trachea enlargement, that shit right there, he's gonna lose some life in him. I don't scream. I did the other day. I really have my voice box strand is like I only have one. But
We don't know if you're yelling about that.
this is normally not like this, is it?
Mm.
Do you see?
Yep.
Exactly. see, this is crazy. There's two gentlemen, they're about to fight. We're in another room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna repent because I know that there's a holy place and I'm drinking beer and stuff. And then I'm just gonna pray. And then I pray I'm on time.
I used to be really good at doing rosary. The guy who's out with louder now, he's actually pretty cool. He's a
That's crazy too.
that's the
Huh?
people that's not easy in his house. So he's probably getting
Okay.
cross with them.
Yeah, that's
if anything. And that's bad. But can you pray louder so I can hear you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the rosaries the right way. I'm trying to learn.
I don't do rosaries.
Uh,
What I do is to pray means to
speak from the heart.
no, you break the word down. P means praise, R means repent, A is for ask, and Y is for yield. If you cannot jump into praising God right away, your heart is not in right standing with God. So when you pray, it should be a Father God, I pray right now, Lord, you already know my heart and you know everyone in this heart, already in this place. I pray that there is separation of hostility so no one can get hurt, Father God. In this place. Yes, Lord, I'm talking to the realm now. Send in your angels, Lord God. Let them be a reasoning now and to be split apart from each other. Because nothing is worth over argument, Father God, unless it's your your family member that is murdered in front of you, Father, because I have that vision. There's no other reason for two men to quarrel other than that. And especially if they're the fake God. Father God, I rebuke anything that is evil in this place. I rebuke it in your precious name, Father God. The first breath of fresh air that you've given us for life is now being reminded, and it is happening now. Lord God, for whatever reason, from here on out, I trust in you and I know it is your decision. We don't have to understand you, Father, but I just pray right now for this household, for a safe company, and for them to understand that over yelling doesn't do anything because there's nobody here lying in front of them that is deceased. Because that should be the only time of a quarrel, Father God, in your precious name. Amen and amen.
Amen. This is throwing me into PTSD. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke.
I know, it's just the air. It's like
We're
that's why I'm an interested piece to the government because
just
my I can go either way, but I've never fully turned my back on God. I went through
neither.
witchcraft or any of that.
Yeah.
You can see the government is curious at times, and I'm talking about yes, our national government. If I were to be that person, what could happen? Because if you look at my grandmother, my mother, and me, we all look all different. My grandmother is from the Virgin Islands. She was the third richest family from there. And then you have my mother who had a straight bloodline, like that my family of just, you know,
Mhm.
white blood, whatever. And it broke once my dad met my mother or my father. The bloodline, it was straight until she, you know,
Yeah.
well, yeah, because she was supposed to be married to a white person.
Yeah.
And then instead she met my father.
That's
So I guess it's some other kind of thing, but I mean, everybody has these stories. I'm not the only one. Everybody's very special.
yes.
Is it
I
reason
know
why?
what bloodline I'm from.
We're not gonna go out there and do it, do you?
No. No. It's not my forum.
Do you know this gentleman?
Not very well.
Where's Steve?
Steve?
Steven, remember? The guy, the
Charlie? Charles?
Yeah.
He's out there too.
he's young?
It's probably Charles Jones.
Okay,
Uncle and nephew.
okay, yeah. Okay.
Charles owns the house.
See, didn't I just say a dead family member? Isn't that crazy? Because there's relation. That's a. Did you see? Like, I didn't even know that. Do you see how interesting?
Yeah.
I mean, because if you look at it, nobody should be on like that unless it's like, oh my God, fucking, our brother's being dead, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
And then, okay, that's crazy.
Same-
Do you point that out? All right. Thank you, love.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I'm not quick to pray when there's morals like that, but I can pray at the dinner table and in other places. You know, not necessarily always at the dinner table, but I walk around and I speak certain things. Like when I got honked in the meat shop, I instantly said something because I was legit fucking like threatened, you know. But I wasn't threatened here. I didn't feel threatened. It doesn't happen often, but that was. Are you okay? Did I say something?
No,
You all right?
fine.
You all right?
Fine.
Sure.
Yeah, are you good?
Just concerned.
I guess you can just probably end it then.
Yeah.
And then
We'll go back to something else later. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna stop this right now.
everybody's fine.